Hello everybody, and a very warm welcome to Crafters TV. My name's Ben Moseby. How are you? Good to see you. Lovely to have you here with us on our last live day of the Crafters TV 5th anniversary. Can you believe it? Where's the week gone? It's been amazing, hasn't it? We've had so much fun. Hope you've enjoyed it, and certainly we have got so much more fun lined up for you today with two fabulous shows. Before I get into the shows, let me just remind you that as we continue our 5th anniversary, we have still got the opportunity for you to pick up one of our free key rings when you spend £10 or $10. It's limited edition while stocks last, so make sure you keep shopping. We've also got some sneaky bonus point deals for you as well on selected items. Lots of items that we've featured across the week, and indeed we might bring back tonight on Friday Night Live. And the idea is of our 5th anniversary to attempt to give away over £250,000 worth of free product within the bundles. Basically, you'll see the green stickered bundles. When you see those, you know there's free stuff. And so far, I'm just hearing in my ear the current number, we've given away £181,000 worth of freebies. We've got up until the end of play on Sunday to do it. Will we do it? Well, that's down to you if you're going to shop with us. And plenty to shop for today as well, because we have got for you tonight, live at 5, Friday Night Live, which is going to be full of fun, probably a few gags, maybe. Entertainment, bloopers from the last 5 years, also games, prizes to be won. It's a whole lot of fun. It's a real wacky show where anything can go. Plus we've got price drops and Friday night faves, all that to come. Right now, the softer side of life, a show which I always look forward to because it brings in one of my very favourites, not just within Crafters TV, but within the industry itself. And within this show, we've got a brand new launch for you, and in a few moments' time, I will tell you how you can win £50 or $50 to spend with us just for commenting. But who is that favourite person of mine across the other side of the studio? Well, it's the one and only Becky Sworn!
Yay! Oh, it's so nice to be here. Oh,
nice to have you back with us. You bring a ray of sunshine and rainbows with you.
Thanks. It's nice to be back. I love being back.
Yeah, I feel like
and there's cookies here as well, so that's very exciting. Yeah.
Where's the cookies?
You've got to be quick. Cookies in the cafe.
Oh, you have to pay for them?
Oh yeah, all right. Yeah, you have to pay for them. Yeah.
The way you made that sound was like oh, there's cookies. Yeah, I bought free cookies for everybody.
I didn't, but I have got some small geezers that you can have later on.
What?
Small geezers.
You all right, mate? All right?
Yeah, small geezers.
You all right, mate? I'm a geezer.
You know, like Ross Kemp? Yeah, small geezers in my bag.
I don't know what that is.
Maltesers.
Oh, Maltesers.
Yeah, small geezers. Yeah.
Small geezers, Maltesers, mate.
Yeah.
Apples and pears, steers. Dog and bone, phone. Yeah. Oh dear. Down the old rubber dub dub. Right, we have got, I'll say a few of those in just a second, but we've got a brand new launch and you've got some finished samples there because we're talking autumn dies, aren't we?
These are so gorgeous. There's a few of the finished samples. So these are a set of autumnal dies. These are multimedia dies, so you can use them for your fabric or you can use them for your card. But look at that little, actually I need a plain dress, don't I? So you can actually see that properly, because that's absolutely gorgeous with those little squirrels there. Then we've got this one, a little bag. Gorgeous. And look at this. Oh, look.
Oh, no,
little bag. And then Foxy. Fox was really popular. So we had a fox keyring a little while ago, and we had some other fox things. And the fox is really, really popular. So these are multimedia dies. We're going to be doing some with felt, and we're going to be doing some with card, but really easy to use. And these are absolutely gorgeous.
You're going to have to be really quick as far as the Showstopper is concerned, and I'll take you through that in just a few moments' time. Lots of people have been shopping for it, and I'll tell you for why. A, it's a lovely set, and B, this is appealing to both our soft crafters and our paper crafters because they're multi-craft dies. So even if you're not a big-time sewer, you can use these on your cards as well. Lynn, there you go, another one's just gone. Lynn Callister's just bought them. They are very, very popular. We'll go through in a second on these socials. We've got Radical Rachel who says, I'm so looking forward to the show. I'm sure you and Becky will have me in stitches. Imani says, good morning. I've been waiting for this launch as I'm quite new to soft crafts. This is a perfect set to go for if you're new, honestly. Amanda says, I'm looking forward to the show. Ben, Becky and everyone watching. Can't wait to see what Becky creates with these dies. They are the cutest. They are. Ruth Miser joins us. Hello, Ruth, and Crystal Hodges and Carolyn Wilson in Florida and Evangeline and Zoe Carver says, good afternoon, crafty peeps. Kirsty D's in. Hadass is in. And also Karen, who says, I love hedgehogs. He is so cute also. And is that me or the hedgehog? The hedgehog. And Hadassah says, these are quite adorable. Now, keep the chat coming in. We want to hear from you, and we're going to give away £50 or $50 to spend with us at the end of this show. And all you've got to do, right, is in the chat, tell us what is your favourite crafty snack. So you're making a card or you're doing a bit of sewing. What keeps up your energy levels? What do you like to treat yourself to in your craft room? Are you someone who likes small geezers? Is that what you eat when you're crafting?
No, a bit caviar.
What?
A bit of caviar.
Oh, caviar.
On a spoon, a little mother of pearl spoon.
Yeah. Fed to you by Jeeves.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. No, it can't be chocolate in the craft room because you just get chocolate over everything.
Yeah.
So.
Do you not have the servants just pop them in?
No, but if you had something like, if it was small geezers, you could pick those quite easily up with your chopsticks.
Yeah.
So it's normally Wotsits.
She eats everything with her chopsticks. Have you ever seen a packet of crisps with her chopsticks? Honestly.
Yeah. Honestly, it's a different world. No more mucky hands, and no more worrying about having antibacterial wipes or whatever when you're travelling.
Yeah.
Ready to go.
Let us know in the comments, what do you eat whilst you're crafting? For Rachel, Reese's Pieces or anything else you can hide in her G2. Yes, very handy to have the storage compartments in the fold-down flaps. We need to go with this Showstopper, though, because it is flying out the door. It is going to disappear. We are very, very busy. The Showstopper brings you all of the MultiCraft dies so you can create all of these fantastic characters. Remember, MultiCraft means not just for soft crafters, paper crafters. Grab these now, and there's going to be a bit of a scrum on here because we haven't got enough to service all of the soft crafters and all of the paper crafters. So first come, first served. Already 10% of the stock has gone. You are absolutely loving them. They're cute, aren't they? They're easy to work with, and the fact that you can use them across a whole host of materials is brilliant. Now, the Showstopper is excellent for the fact that you get all of the dies within here. So you've got your beautiful autumn fox. Again, you can see all of these different bits and pieces which add all of the kind of characteristics, if you like, to the cute little fox, from the little top of his brush there, to the eyes, to the little ears, his little belly and the flowers. There's loads. You've then got, I mean, the cutest autumn squirrel with the scarf on there. Little floral swag, and of course it would not be a squirrel without the nuts. And then,
you can give him multiple nuts because you can just cut it out many times. Because I think some of the, this one here, you can see we've cut out lots of different nuts for the squirrel.
Ah, yes, let's have a look. Ah, okay. Loads of nuts.
They need lots of nuts, don't they, squirrels?
Huh?
They need lots of nuts, don't they?
Yeah.
Yeah, otherwise they starve.
Mm.
Yeah.
I really want to do my squirrel joke, but I will get taken off there if I do. Maybe tonight. Or maybe I'll open up Friday Night Live with that one. It's one of those where it's not really that rude, it's only rude if you think it is. Let me know if you want to hear it. And lastly, my favourite...
Yes, please.
We need more than one vote. And last but by no means least, the cutest one, as far as I'm concerned, is our little hedgehog, the autumn hedgehog. So super cute and so easy to craft with. Now, if you go for the Showstopper, you get all of the dies I've just shown you there. Plus, if you look here, we are going to throw in... Now, these transfer sheets look really, really interesting. Embroidery transfer sheets with lots of different... Well, it's got alphabets on there. Hang on, let me take this out and I'll show you on a close-up in just a second. But you're going to get the transfer sheet, and then for free within the bundle, you're going to get your felt and also a lovely selection of embroidery thread for absolutely nothing. But look at all the designs. So is this literally like iron-on? Yeah,
so all I would say is... don't move your iron. So you want to sort of dab it, because otherwise it blurs the image. But you probably get 2 or 3 goes out of each design.
Okay, so you've got your alphabet, lowercase and uppercase, and then you've got lots of like little designs, and then lots of little... So I'm just laughing because, I did the Great North Run last week.
Yeah.
And
I'd forgotten about that. I didn't see it on your social media.
Did you not? I only mentioned it once. They sent through some little transfers to iron onto my vest, so my name was on there, Ben.
Yeah.
And Laura had gone, well, make sure you get them the right way around. I was like, oh, of course I'm going to get them the right way around. So I put them down, and then you had to put the tea towel over the top, and then just press the iron down.
And did you move the iron?
No, I didn't move the iron, but of course I got the E in the end the right way round, lifted it off, it said N, and there was a B on me tea towel.
Oh dear.
So running around the course, come on N, come on N, go N. Anyway, yes, so you've got the transfers within the collection as well. We give you the felt and the embroidery thread for absolutely nothing. In essence, we're giving you $23.97 or $30.90 worth of free stuff, as you can see here within the bundle. $27.97, $35.47. If you just want the dies on their own, details coming up on your screen. I mean, really, really great value for money. Under £20 if you're platinum, or $25.90. Few snacks coming through. Lynn, honey roasted peanuts and cashews.
Ooh,
bless
yum.
you. What?
A yum, I like those.
Yeah, not so fussed about cashews, to be honest.
They're very expensive cashew nuts,
Yeah, they
aren't
aren't they?
Yeah, because they're quite difficult to harvest.
Is that right?
Oh, yeah, because they're inside like a big fruit. Did you not know this?
No.
Inside a big fruit.
Yeah.
And then you have to open that out, and all the other stuff around it I think is bitter or horrible. And then inside there's a single nut. So that's why they're so expensive, because they take a long time to harvest.
Welcome to Nut TV. Paul Prince times 4 said would be chocolate. Ruth says I don't eat when crafting because normally my hands are a bit messy. And Susan says I'll snack. If I snack, I'll take a break. Couple with biscuits or crisps. Very healthy, I know. And Kirsty D says I have my crafty sweeties in my craft room. Usually love hearts. I have a big box of them at the moment, and I always have a drink, either water or tea. Right, more of those comments to come. Keep them coming. More you comment, more chance you've got of winning. What are we going to start with? Which of the creatures?
We're going to do the hedgehog. But before we do the hedgehog, I've shown you a few samples. I want to show you some more because they are just, look, these are gorgeous. Mr. and Mrs. Hedgehog there.
What would they be called? I'm thinking like Henry and Henrietta.
Oh, Spiky, Mr. and Mrs. Spiky.
Mr. and Mrs. Spiky.
Yeah.
Dave.
Yeah. Yeah. Spiky, Maleficent, and Dave. That's what I reckon.
Spiky Maleficent.
I don't know. But they're really cute. And using them in different ways. So these are made, done with, a lot of them are done with felt. These ones have been done with ordinary fabric here. But then we've got this one here, which has been done with some offcuts of tweed, which is just gorgeous. Yeah. Really lovely design. So you could be using up all of your scraps of fabric. You can be putting them on items that you've already made. Perhaps you've already bought a plain bag that you want to gift to somebody and you want to jazz it up and make it more personalised. You can absolutely do that. Or maybe you want to be popping them on clothing. You can do that too. Or you can be popping them on one of these little cushions with a little pocket in here, so you can put a book in there. Very, very versatile. And as I said, you can use these for papercraft as well, which I'll be showing you a little bit later. But we're going to be using the hedgehog. Now, how you run them through your Gemini is up to you. However, my personal opinion is that I prefer using the plates that come with machine rather than the fabric plates for cutting of felt. Different if I'm going to be cutting fabric, but I find it works better if you're going to be using the original plates that come with your machine. Yeah. So I'm going to be using the junior plates, and what I'm going to be using is 2 white plates. I'm going to be using the metal shim, so not the fabric plate, but the thin metal shim and that frosted shim that comes with it. And I find, personally, they cut felt better. I always cut 2 layers of felt at any one time. I found that cuts better because these are multimedia dies. It's quite fibrous, so you will find that when it goes through the machine, it will make a lot of crackling noises, and you may feel that you're going to electrocute something, but you're not. It's just all those fibres. But it might just be that. Hello.
Hi.
Hi.
Carry on.
It's a bit weird.
We're going to have to.
A bit close.
Sorry.
COVID.
We're going to have to pause the show.
Oh.
Because our cameras have got stuck.
Oh no.
Yeah, so we can't do any close-ups or anything. Oh. So, do you want to finish what you're saying, and then we can?
I was going to say, so I prefer using them in this way, but I'd cut 2 layers of fabric, 2 layers of felt at any one time. That's what I was going to say. We're
going to quickly have to reboot the system and kick the gremlins out. So Facebook or YouTube, wherever you're watching, hang fire. We'll be right back in just a few moments' time. We've just got to go and do the old Control-Alt-Delete. So apologies, and we'll see you in a mo. Sorry, everybody. We're back, though, now. Thanks for hanging on with us. We Control-Alt-Deleted, and we are back. So let's get back into it. Keep the comments coming through. I've enjoyed this week, says PB Brewer Martin. Incredible shows. I can't wait for this Softcraft show and the MultiCraft Dies. Also curious about the different plates. Well, let's get straight back into it. So we're going to make the hedgehog, aren't we?
We are. We're going to do the hedgehog. So what I've been doing in the downtime is taping all my bits and pieces. If you've never watched me before, you'll think, why is she putting so much tape on there? Because nobody else does. I like to make sure things don't move. And because I've got 2 layers of fabric there, you can find that your dies do sort of shift around a little bit. So I'm using our low-tack tape. It works perfectly well on the felt. With those really tiny dies, so you've got little tiny circular dies, I leave a bit of tape on them all the time because I've lost lots of them in my bin over the time. So it's definitely worth doing. And I always tape onto my board as well, onto my plate, rather than just putting the tape on the item. So we've got white plates, we've got the metal shim, not the fabric plate, but the metal shim. We've got the frosted shim, and then we're going to put the white plate over the top of that, and then just pop it into our machine. If you want to use your fabric plates, you absolutely can do. I just find it cuts the felt better. So you can hear that kind of crackling noise. It may make you think, oh, that's awful, something terrible's happening. It's not, it's all those fibres in the felt. If you're using very thick felt, so the felt that we've got here on the show is quite a rigid felt, but it's quite thin.
Yeah.
Now you can get some others that are much, much thicker if you're using wool felt, as opposed to this is an acrylic felt. You may find that it needs 2 passes to go through because of all those different fibres. And obviously it takes no time at all for it to go through the machine, so that's nice and easy. So we're just going to see how they've cut. They've cut perfectly well. So I'm just going to take all of those off.
We have got the fabric plates on the show if you want them. What is the combination again? Just a few people asking.
Fabric plates is literally your 2 white plates, and then your 2 fabric plates.
Right.
So your bread, and then think of your fabric plates as being your butter. So you're on either side of bread.
Butter, and then whatever you're cutting is your
But yeah, they are absolutely brilliant.
Yeah.
And I have to say, when I use them more than I use anything else, because I don't tend to use the normal plates very often, apart from felt. I just personally find felt cuts better with the plates that we've got here. So I've cut 2 of everything. Like I said before, I feel that because they're multimedia dies, they're looking for a thicker product to go through rather than just sort of 1 layer, ideally.
Yeah.
I find I always cut 2. And also you lose them. And it's, why not cut 2 at any one time and then you've got spares?
Yeah.
I think it's much easier doing it that way. And I always cut felt. I always double up with felt. So I've cut little leaves. I've done those out of red and red and orange, green and orange. And then I've also cut that little tiny circle, which is the centre of your flowers. Or it could be, if you cut it out of brown, it could be the little nose of your snuffly hedgehog.
Yeah.
Did I ever tell you I had pet hedgehogs?
Here we go. Not what from the pet shop, or were they hedgehogs that crawled into your garden that you only kept as pets?
So we found what we think was a mum hedgehog, and she'd been run over. And then we found these 3 tiny little hedgehogs in our garden. And it was, I was a child, so the internet didn't exist. But there was a charity called Miss Tiggy Winkle.
Miss Tiggy Winkle, yeah, Tiggy Winkle.
And we called them up and I asked what we should do. And they said, well, generally speaking, if a hedgehog has missed more than 1 feed, they don't tend to survive. And they told us not milk and bread, like I was told when I was a child, but the thing to give them is dog food.
Cat food and dog food, yeah.
So we went and got some dog food and cat food, and we had them in the garden. But they had ticks all over them.
Oh,
so you had to sort of drop them in water and then get the ticks out. And it was quite an amusing afternoon to spend with these little hedgehogs. So it was myself, my sister, and my niece. And then we kept them overnight, but they didn't survive.
They didn't what?
They didn't survive.
Oh, I thought you were going to say that you released them back into the wild.
No. We did name them, and one of the names is very inappropriate, so I can't call them that. But we chose 1 each. They were quite sweet.
Are there any names that you can mention? Or
Prince was one of them.
Oh, Prince is good.
And one was called Spiky.
Spiky.
And the other one was Mine. And I chose the name myself.
Yeah.
And so you don't want to hear what the name was, because I was probably about 14.
Okay. I can't imagine you coming up with anything inappropriate. You've obviously changed over the years.
No.
No.
Well, you know.
Yeah, I can imagine what the name probably is, but if it's what I think it is, then yeah, it's probably best if we don't.
Yeah, we won't do that. But they were very cute,
Yeah.
and I do love seeing a hedgehog out in the wild.
We went, and when I was working in radio, there was a Tiggy Winkles.
Did you work in radio?
Yeah, just for a few years. When I worked in radio back in the day, I like to do a lot of charity work. I do a lot of stuff for charity.
For charity.
I do a lot of charity stuff, mate. I don't like to talk about it though, mate. Yeah, we spent a day at Tiggy Winkles because there was a Tiggy Winkles near us. Yeah, I'd never picked up a hedgehog before, but they had them all in little cages. Ones that, like you, people brought them in and then they nursed them back to health, and then they send them back out. It wasn't just hedgehogs because they look after other wild animals that people find. Like they had foxes in there and there was badgers and stuff. But yeah, I picked up a hedgehog for the first time. This isn't a joke, by the way. And I know obviously hedgehogs are prickly, but I couldn't believe like how prickly they are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're quite sort of soft prickly, but they're very prickly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're really cute as well. I wanted to smuggle one home with me, but obviously didn't.
They wouldn't let you. Well,
No.
You could have come to my house and you could have had one of them.
Yeah, and played with that one. What was that one that you called it again?
Which one?
Your one.
I'm not telling you that. I'm not telling you that. So I've cut him out. You can see what he's going to look like. You can use a little bit of glue. So we've got some felt glue on the show. The felt glue will work, but you've also got textile glue, which will work too. So you've got that here. You can use either of these to stick your glue down, stick your hedgehog down. This one takes a little bit longer to stick than this one does. So I'm going to use this one at the moment just to make it nice and quick. But I'm not going to glue them down complete. Well, I'm going to glue them down, but I'm not going to glue them down and that'll be the only thing. I'm going to show you how to stitch around the edge. Okay. So this one, I just had that little bit of wet glue which needs to dry. So I'm going to pop that there. And the textile glue means you'll be able to stitch through it.
Yeah.
So you don't want to use the Collal all-purpose glue because you will end up not being able to stitch through anything. So we're just putting a little bit of glue. We're just using that as if it was another pair of, another pin, really.
Just not a random question, but a question which Amani's asked. She's saying, is there a fabric that is beginner friendly? So if you were going to start, so felt is the way to go. Yeah,
felt doesn't fray. Felt's very forgiving. I would say felt is a way to go, but it depends what you want to make. If you just want to do something like this and embellish something else, I mean, you could buy those beautiful, or you could buy those very sort of simple tote bags, you know, made of calico or cotton. You can buy like 10 of those for a £5, and then you could do something like this. Maybe you're having a Halloween party or an autumnal party. You can put all of these on there, cut them out of your felt, and then stick them on. You don't have to sew them if you don't want to. That's entirely up to you. If you want to use glue all the way through, you can do. If you want it to stick and never ever move, but you don't want to put any pins in it, use the Collal all-purpose, and it's not going to move at all. But yeah, felt would be my thing. I would say to do. So what we're going to do here is I've glued everything and I've pinned it, and then I've got some thread here. I've just got some ordinary cotton thread. You can use that to stitch around, or of course you can use your embroidery threads. He's still looking for them. Now I've bought some of these. So the embroidery threads we've got on the show are kind of muted, kind of natural kind of tones, which are going to be perfect for this, but I didn't have those, but I have some of these as well. So if you're going to be using embroidery threads, if you've never seen them before, these are called skeins. You need to find a skein.
Skein?
Yeah. You need to find the end. He says, trying to find the end. And you want to keep that little paper part there. And then you just want to pull from there, and you want it the length from your tip of your finger to your elbow. Yeah. And you don't want to work with any more than that. And then these are actually six strands in here. You only need 2 strands at any one time. You might even want to go with just 1 strand. So you just split them apart, and then you will then divide up your strands. So you don't want to sew or don't want to embroider with such a thick strand for something like this. There will be times when you want to use the whole 6 strands, but for this kind of thing, you just want to use something like that. So you can stitch them in any kind of way you want to do. You might want to do some blanket stitch. You might want to do some running stitch. So I've got white thread here to show you what I mean. Running stitch, and we've put a little knot in the end. A running stitch literally is you going in and out, and you're making your stitching visible. So for somebody that's new, that hasn't sewn before, this would probably be the easiest way of doing it. Now I'm using white so I can show you, but obviously you would be using brown,
colours to match,
or the colours that are
my
similar.
favourite type of stitch, that actually.
Is it running stitch?
A running stitch,
Is that because you're a runner?
It's a bad joke.
How did you find the Great North Run? Don't say follow the signpost.
Just drove up to Newcastle and there it was. Hey! Oh, laugh. I didn't actually drive up there, I got the train. It was brilliant. The atmosphere was amazing. It was just a shame the weather was so terrible.
Did you do it last year as well?
No, I've never done it before.
Oh, it was George that did it last year, didn't he?
George did it last year, and he did it this year as well.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, I think he's still running it.
That's a bit rude.
I'm only joking.
That's a bit rude. I don't know about that.
Joking. No, George did it, Liam did it, Sarah did it. Who else did it? Emma from here did it, and Anna.
Oh, blimey, loads of people. Was it a Crafters Companion team?
Not really. I think there was a couple of the girls from the office like ran together, but obviously I ran on my own. Sarah, she ran with her like the TV peeps.
Yeah.
Liam ran on his own. George, I think, ran with some of his family. But yeah, it was amazing. I didn't realise. I thought it was I knew it was the biggest half marathon in the country, but it's the biggest half marathon in the world. Oh. Yeah.
What do you mean biggest? As in most attended?
Most attended, yeah. 60,000 plus people ran it this year.
Wow,
the biggest one ever, apparently.
That really is impressive.
So it was amazing. As I say, it was just a shame it was so rainy because afterwards they had set up all of the village afterwards for drink and food and all that, and it was just too horrible to stare at. It was freezing cold, and it sounds silly, but it was that really wet rain. Do you know what I mean?
Not ploppy rain, but like fine wet rain.
The worst type of rain.
Yeah.
But no, it was a brilliant experience. Raised lots of money for Alzheimer's as well, which was the main point. So another one to tick off the list. I think I might go abroad and do a run soon.
Where will you do?
I don't know. Maybe like a New York marathon or something, or Berlin or Paris.
You're just choosing holiday destinations. Is there one in Lanzarote?
Lanzarote. Yeah, I might go and do the Caribbean 5K.
So my daughter's gone to, so you can see the running stitch there, but I'm going to show you using some embroidery thread now. My daughter's gone to do, no, she's not doing it. Her boyfriend's doing an Ironman this weekend in Dorset.
Yeah.
And she's going down there. And they looked, all of his family, I think there's 10 of them going, and they looked to try and get an Airbnb or a hotel. It was really expensive. Oh, yeah. So they're staying on a yacht.
Oh, of course, that's the next option, isn't it? Can't find a hotel or Airbnb. You've got a yacht spare.
It was an Airbnb, but it's a yacht.
On a yacht?
On a yacht, yes. I know. How cool is that?
Expensive?
No, it was cheaper than the hotels.
That is bonkers.
The hotels that were left, anyway. But yeah, they're going down to that. So I'm hoping the weather's going to be all right for this Ironman.
That's the only bad thing when you do these events is like, because I was going to stay over the night on the Saturday into the Sunday in Newcastle, but like hotels that would normally cost you, say, £60-70 were like £260-270. So thought better of it in the end. Yeah.
Well, it's not too far for you to come home, is it?
No.
So, that makes a difference.
Ironman's one I probably wouldn't do, though. The gym that I go to now, they're looking for people to take part in a tough mudder.
Oh, yeah, I've heard about those. I've never done those.
No, thank you.
No?
No.
Why not?
Well, I don't mind the mud and the obstacles, but they electric shock you, don't they?
What?
Yes, you get electric shocks as you go round. Yes.
You sure you're looking at the right?
No, 100%. So they have like these bits where you have to like crawl through the mud, and then dangling over you are like these cargo nets with little electrodes dangling
terrible.
down. I mean, who would want to pay to go and get electric shocked?
Well,
not me, thanks very much.
It sounds terrible. I don't like the idea of that.
So I'll just.
I don't like the idea of the mud. It's a little bit like Krypton Factor, isn't it? The salt course at the end of the.
I used to love the Krypton Factor.
I would have loved to have done that. They should bring that back. Oh, Ben.
There we go.
There we go. Right. Okay.
There's my vehicle to get on.
Was that BBC?
It was ITV, wasn't it? Gordon Burns. Do.
That was such a good show.
It was.
You know, they used to have those little puzzles. My dad used to make all of those.
No, he didn't.
He did. Yeah.
Did he actually make all the puzzles?
Yeah,
for
he
the
made all
Quilting
those
factor?
puzzles. Yeah.
Some of those were really tough as well.
Yeah, really complicated. So embroidery thread you can stitch through here. I'm just going to finish off this little bit, so I'm not stitching all the way around here because, I've said that before. Watching me hand sew things is, I like watching paint dry. Only less exciting, but I'm going to finish this off with some embroidery on the little flowers. And this would you could just use this with one of those hoops, embroidery hoops. On here and have that as a little bit of home decor. I do need to give him a little bit of a face because at the moment he hasn't got a face, which I think is really sad, and he needs a little smiley face. So you can use a heat erasable pen to mark it on there, but if you can't find one of those, which I can't.
What do you need? Here, you can borrow one of mine.
Have you got one?
Well, I've got one in the packet.
Oh,
I'm happy to open it for you.
Heat erasable pen so you can see where you're marking.
These are on the show.
If you're too lazy to do the embroidery, just use one of the pens.
Yeah?
Yeah. Come on, Ben.
I'm trying to open it like neatly. There's a 3-pack.
Yep.
Which colour do you want? Does it not matter?
It doesn't matter.
Back in stock. Is that the price?
They are, honestly,
I've
been waiting for some of these. I don't have any at home.
You know what happened, don't you?
What?
All of the papercrafters nicked them.
I don't know. You can't do anything these days without papercrafters.
Papercrafters.
Yeah.
Why are you going to keep that one now?
There you go. Little smiley face.
Aww. He looks like the little hedgehog at the start of Challenge Annika. Do you remember that?
No. Hedgehog at the start of Challenge Annika?
Yeah, when the hedgehogs are trying to cross the road and then she comes along as a whirlwind and digs the underground little... Are you keeping that, did you say?
Yeah, thanks.
Right.
Can I have the other ones?
Huh?
Can I not have the other ones?
Well, no, because I've got to show them in a minute.
Oh, yeah, all right. I forgot we're trying to sell them.
Here you go. We can show them now, apparently. 383 or 509. Something just flew off the top. I just lost a little bit of... Was it that flew off? Was that...
Thanks. Where's the other one?
What?
There was another one.
Was there?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Yeah, there was another one.
No, there wasn't.
There was another one. There was an orange one somewhere.
You! You went all serious tone of voice then for a second as well. Uh-oh.
Sorry, Ben. Right, so where we've had the marks, we're going to do some back stitching here. So back stitching is what it sounds like. You come up at the front and then you go back to the beginning or the very end of that last stitch. So you have a continuous line. So not like running stitch where you've got gaps in between. You're just going forward and then back to the end of that last stitch. So you've got a continuous line. So let's do his smiley face.
Yeah.
And then we'll do his sleepy eye. Or like smiley eye, I think he is.
Smiley eye.
Smiley eye. But if you're not comfortable about doing the embroidery, you don't have to. You can just draw it on with a pen, but make sure it's not the heat erasable pen because it will get hot over time and it will rub away. But you can do it with one of the tri-blends actually. Or you can do with like a fine liner, something like that. So a couple more stitches here.
Evangeline's bought the erasable fabric pens. Amelia says, I love softer side. And Jacqueline said, some very good offers on today's show. There are some very good offers. And the dies, again, don't forget, are MultiCraft. So if you are a paper crafter and you like them, you can use them on your cards. Someone messaged earlier as well and said they were thinking about cutting these out in felt, but then sticking them onto a card. So making a card with felt creatures.
And you could actually do, you could cut them out of felt and you could do two sides. Yeah. And then make them into puppets and have them in a little card, and then the child can use the puppets afterwards.
I love that idea.
Like that. Right, now I've got these, so I think we'll put the bits and pieces like that. And again, you can glue those if you want. So we're going to glue the leaves, but I'm going to embroider the little bit of the
Lily's
flower.
just asked, Lily.
Lily.
Says, can you use tacky glue with felt?
Yes, however, as Leanne would say, it's best to use the thing that's been made for that particular reason. Tacky glue may gum up your machine. Yeah. This glue won't because it's been made to ensure that won't happen.
If you had only had tacky glue, you could probably get away with it.
Yeah, if you only had tacky glue, what I would suggest you do is you put the glue in the places you're not going to need to stitch.
Good idea.
And do it that way.
Yeah.
And you can, of course, use spray adhesives, but with these little tiny bits, it's quite difficult to keep the spray adhesive on the back of them without getting all over the place. So
Yeah.
I wouldn't necessarily think that's the right way to go. So I'm just going to embroider that little flower.
Okay. Whilst we watch you, there's loads of comments coming through on the subject of snacks. If you want to win £50 or $50, chat to us today. We're going to pick another winner. My favourite snack whilst crafting is pita chips and a good hummus, says Diana.
Ooh,
or
like
Diane.
hummus.
Dion. I'll get it right in a minute. My crafting snacks are all healthy, says Amani, and boring. At this time, smoothies or a fresh fruit salad. That sounds nice, though.
Oh.
Like a smoothie. And a few of you sending in squirrel jokes as well. What is a squirrel's favourite ballet?
Would it be the Nutcracker?
Yep. And why do employers love hiring squirrels?
Don't know.
Because you can pay them peanuts. Amanda, Ben, I've been sensible. I bought the Showstopper at the beginning. That is good. So I can now enjoy the show and not worry about missing out. Who finished the North Run first? Was it you or Sarah? It was me. It was me.
It was you?
Yeah.
What was your time?
1 hour 40.
Ooh, that's good, isn't it?
Middling that.
What did you want to get?
Well, I said under 1:45 for that because it was busy and rainy, but I've run it quicker than that before. Not that, I've run a half marathon quicker. But it was decent, 1:40. Sarah knocked 40 minutes off her time.
Wow, that's
2
impressive.
hours 17, I think she did. It's brilliant. Brilliant stuff.
That's good. You know, I couldn't run that. I couldn't do the North Run in like 10 days.
Yeah, you could.
No, I couldn't.
You
I'm
could.
not built for running. Look at me. I'm built for lying on the sofa. Okay. There's your little hedgehog. Really quick and easy to do. I've not completely stitched it all the way around. I'm just showing you the different ways that you can stitch. But if you don't want to stitch, you don't have to. Just use a bit of glue.
It's a brilliant collection, isn't it? It's very, very popular. Where are we stock-wise, Johnny, did you say on this? Yeah, I thought you said that. A third of the stock of the Showstopper is gone. So you do need to be thinking about making your mind up with this rather, rather quickly. Just to show you all of the characters once again that you're going to be receiving. There's the little hedgehog. MultiCraft dies as well. I'll keep stressing that. So if you are just sort of, you know, having a bit of a peek in, if you're a papercraft thinking, oh, I don't really do softcraft. If you like the dies, you can use them in your papercraft as well. The fact that they are multi-craft, so they're going to cut through all sorts of different materials for you, cut through multiple layers as well. I love the autumn squirrel. Again, you've got all of the different components there to build your squirrel up. The addition there to the tail, you've got the little flower there, the acorn, and even a little scarf, and then all the bits and pieces to build up the facial expression. And there's our cute little fox as well, basil brush. If you go for the Showstopper, we give you the transfers as well. So your collection of autumn transfers. So you're going to receive in there all of your letters of the alphabet in uppercase and lowercase, lots of autumnal kind of illustrations. You've also got in there all of these beautiful kind of sort of stitch designs, if you like, really. But within that set, plenty to be working with. 6 transfer sheets, including the embroidery stitch guide. Once you get that with your dies, we then give you for free within your Showstopper your bundle of felt. So it's all those beautiful colours that you're going to be receiving, 16 sheets of felt in there, and also all of your embroidery thread as well in the beautiful autumnal colours. So that's free within the bundle. We're giving you $23.97 or $30.90 worth of free stuff. You're only paying $27.97 or $35.47, but you are going to have to be quick if you want to pick that up because we are very busy. The Showstopper will sell out, potentially, if it keeps going at this rate, by the end of the show, so don't wait around. More of your comments to come. We'll read some more in just a few moments, and when we come back, we will continue on with our softer side of life. We'll see you in a moment.
Come in, check my emails, then lay the shows out in the studio, set pack shots up. Then I will get new polls, pick shows, solve any problems that need solving. We deal with other teams where we receive marketing suites, we receive boards. We pick samples to send to Hobby Maker. We pick samples to send to QVC. We will take the previous shows out of the studios, set the new shows up. We do floor manage occasionally, not all the time, making sure that the craft expert presenters have everything at hand that they need. Anything that they haven't got during shows, we will run about and get the products for them. Think on a morning when it's really quiet, I can get more done when there's nobody else in the building. Night owl. Morning. Coffee on a morning, tea the rest of the day. Savoury. Normally lunchtime. Craft along. Mobile phone. Christina's chicken wrap. Barry White. You're my first, my last, my everything. Go home and make the tea.
My day-to-day life is pretty busy in work. Literally, I get in the door, I check my polls, I then check what I've got to demo, I then get everything ready, and it's just busy, busy, busy from there. I have a meeting with the producer, the director, we get then sorted for the shows, talk to the presenter, and it depends what side I'm on. I mean, sometimes I'm doing the presenting side, sometimes I'm doing the demonstration side, and I love both. It's actually who I get to work with. That's, yeah, I can't say no more than that other than anybody that works here. We are a big family. We're so super friendly. I love Ben. I love it when we work together. And I don't mean that I don't love anyone else. It's the fact that Ben is the presenter and then I'm demonstrating and we just have this great rapport. Same with Craig, same with Deb, same with the whole team. So yeah, the best part of the day is just getting to work with the best people in the industry. Oh, a night out. In the morning. Oh, none. I only drink water. Oh, well, I'm cutting out sugar, so it's got to be savoury. Masterclass. Oh, I can't leave the house without my lipstick. Oh, I love a baked potato. I relax, so I literally drive home normally and then I relax.
Welcome back, everybody. Thank you for checking out. This is so cool, says Wilhelm Rollins. Thank you. Imani says, save the show, but I'm taking notes as well as these are super cute. And Colleen says, good morning, Ben and Becky. I'm watching from a hot Florida. This is adorable. It is a cute set, isn't it? I love the fact that CC produces products that cross over the different media. I use glitter paste onto little jute bags from Halloween. This hedgehog would be brilliant for my larger jute bag, says Amanda. Afternoon, Jacqueline Clark says, afternoon, Becky and Ben. My nice snack is a pork pie you have when you're crafting.
Ooh.
That is right up my street, that. With a bit of mustard. A bit of mustard on your pork pie. Ooh.
I like pork pie warm.
No.
No, so like the jelly bits like liquid.
No, you don't heat a pork pie. You don't, no.
No?
Cold.
What
nice.
about sausage roll?
Yeah, well, you do you, but I would eat a heated sausage roll. But I wouldn't heat a pork pie. No.
Like a warm pork pie.
Do you like English mustard though with it?
No, no mustard.
Oh, just on its own.
Just as it is.
Chica likes grapes to snack on.
I think they're good craft food because they don't make a mess.
Not too many though. Not too many. Becky says, Colleen says, you're Becky. Colleen says, Becky, that was so funny when you said about you're built to sit on the sofa.
Yeah.
She says, I'm built for laying on the sofa also. And Amy McHale says, these are adorable. Also, I'm with Becky. I can just about run a bath.
But the weird thing is, my favourite show of all time is Buffy the Vampire Slayer. And she is quite movie.
Yeah.
But I tend to watch that whilst lying on the sofa eating chocolate. It's like people that watch, you know, the Olympics whilst eating fish and chips, isn't it?
Yeah. This is the first soft crow which I've watched and I'm enjoying it, says Rose. Maybe I can do it. Rose, here's the thing. The soft craft shows are always brilliant because, and I mean this wholeheartedly, you've got one of the very best in the business. I'm not talking about me. You've got one of the very best in the business over there. And it's always a fun show. Like, we always have a lot of fun on this. And I feel like Becky makes it very achievable for everybody as well. So if you are a crafter in the world of paper and card, you've obviously got that kind of knack, haven't you? You've got that talent to be creative. So watch more of these shows and turn that knack towards softcraft as well, because when you have things like this, like the dies and the builder blocks that we have as well, very quickly I think you'll go from turning what you can do in papercraft to softcraft, and all of a sudden you'll be starting a new hobby. So yes, continue watching us, thank you for choosing us, and tell your other papercraft friends about this show because it is always excellent. Also excellent, the curved scissors 5.1. Oh, inch. I thought it was like curved scissors like we've had like 1.0, 1.2.
Well, like Windows 95.
Yeah. Curved scissors 5.1 inches. They are 5.59 or 8.37. Now, I love these, A, because they are rainbow. And they've got that amazing. They're also curved, so this is going to help you with like precision snipping, right?
Yeah, it means that if you're going to be snipping something and that's under your sewing machine, sometimes you can't get your actual scissors underneath it, and having the curved ones makes it a lot easier. And it's also really good if you're going to be doing stump work, which is a type of sort of embroidery decoration, because you're cutting very close to the fabric.
And genuine question here, because I don't know the answer. Obviously, we've got our crafter's scissors, and we have like the 4.5 inch precision snips there. If you had both, would you use these over those?
Honestly, I'll use whichever I can grab hold of first.
Right, okay.
So I wouldn't really, if you're going to be cutting large pieces, if you're going to be cutting a piece of fabric, you want to use those straight scissors. You don't want anything with a curve. But they're like the ones I tend to have next to my sewing machine to sort of snip the threads.
Okay.
So yeah, they've all got their uses.
It's good to have the choice, isn't it? And again, these are on a steal today. I've never seen them this low, these scissors, at $5.59 platinum or $8.37 if you are a Club Inspire member. Paw Print times 4 says, Becky is so talented, I concur. And Rachel says, I now have hummus on toast and a slice of pork pie. I might have to get some pork pie for dinner now as well, actually. Right, the Showstopper 40% has gone. You're going to have to be seriously quick on this. It's very, very busy. I'll be open with you. We haven't got as much stock of the Showstopper as we normally would have, but the fact that 40% has gone, a lot of that has gone, obviously, so you're going to have to be super duper quick. Don't miss out. And we've got paper crafters watching, buying the dies as well, so that's why it's going so fast. Let's get into it, though. Next demo. So we've seen the Hedgehog.
Squirrel!
Oh, got to be the squirrel.
A squirrel.
Squirrel.
And I'm going to make a little bag. So I've got some fabric here, which I'm going to pop my squirrel onto. Now, I've already cut my pieces of felt. And again, like I did before, I used the plates that we had come with the machine, not your fabric plates, and I cut 2 of everything in one go. So I've got 2 big squirrels here.
Squirrel.
Put those so I only need 1. And then what we're going to do is pop it here. And then we'll start building up the squirrel. So he has a pretty tail. Which way round does it go? Like that. His tail, her tail.
Has the squirrel's tail got an actual name? Because I felt like I knew, but then I was like, oh, did I?
Well, the fox is called a broom, isn't it?
A brush.
Brush, that's it.
I learned that the other day.
Yeah.
A brush.
Well, that's why basil brush.
Yeah, I never realised. Basil brush.
Oh.
Bum, bum! I love basil brush.
I like basil brush.
Yeah.
That was a great show.
What was his handler called again?
Do you know, I can't even remember what he looked like.
Basil brush?
No.
Oh, his handler.
His owner.
Yeah.
I can't remember. Isn't that terrible that we don't remember?
Yeah. Basil brush did sort of go on his own, didn't he, later on?
Yeah, I think he did a kids' TV show on his own.
A bit like Roland Rat, you know, he sort of did his own thing.
Well, a bit like, the Spice Girls. They just decided one day, going to go for a solo career.
That's it.
That's what he thought he was going to do.
Mr. Derek.
I wouldn't even know that.
Derek Folds. Yes, he was in Heartbeat. He was the
he was the older...
The main... He was like the sergeant, wasn't he? In Heartbeat.
Oh, was that him?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. So he set off on his own. Who did better in their future career? Was it Basil Brush or was it his handler?
I don't know. I mean, Basil Brush got his own show, but then, yeah, Derek got on Heartbeat, which was a big show, wasn't it, in the 90s?
It was a big show.
With Nick Berry.
Yeah.
Heartbeat. Why do you miss when my baby kisses me? Filmed in Yorkshire, wasn't it? It was like set in the 50s, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It was like did you get that in the US? It was.
I bet you they did. Must have done.
It was all about the little village police force. What was it? The Yorkshire Dales Constabulary. Is that what it was called?
There was not much that went on, really, was it? It was.
Not really. Yeah, sheep rustling or, something like that. It was good Sunday night TV before Darling Buds and May, which I absolutely loved as well.
Like that. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to glue him in place. Not going to stitch him. So I'm just going to spend my time gluing him. But you can see how that's looking. And great for using up all your scraps of fabric. If you're going to be using fabric, I would put Bondaweb on the back of it, which is like a sheet of glue, and then cut it out. So you put the Bondaweb on the back of your fabric, and then you run it through the machine afterwards. And then you just peel off the paper, stick it down, and then put your iron on top of it, and the iron will then melt that glue and it will adhere. But if you're using felt, you don't need to worry about that because there's no fraying. And also because this felt is acrylic, you can use Bondaweb, but you've just got to be really careful because obviously the heat will cause it to melt.
Question
Yes.
from Crystal, who says, could you use these dies on fabric in the MIDI, or does it have to be an electronic machine?
No, you can do. We can have a go in a minute if you want.
Okay.
Yeah. Again, you might just have to fiddle around with how many layers of felt you use. Maybe just use one on those. But yeah, you can absolutely use them in the MIDI.
And can we have a look at the Snap Toolkit? Ruth, we'll do that later on for you. The Snap Toolkit, which we've got. Have I got that here? Yes.
So a little bit of glue around the edge here. So this is the textile glue. So if you're going to stitch through it, it's going to be fine. Even if you're using a sewing machine, it's not going to gum up your machine. Really, really clever bit of glue that you've got there. Pop that in there. And then I'm just sticking everything together now.
I think it's nice as well just to cut out loads of shapes. Like if you've got kids of a certain age, just
to play with them.
Like fuzzy felt, wasn't it, back in the day? I used to love that.
I'd like to. I had a ballerina one. I really like that.
I
bet you had a sports one.
Yeah, sports, and also like a town set where you could build like the houses and stuff.
Oh.
Would you have Johnny a clown one?
Clown?
Scary clowns.
When my brother-in-law was frightened of clowns, and when it was his stag do, I wanted to get him a clown, person
to come and do the party.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I was told it was really cruel to do that because he's really, really frightened.
Laura's really scared of clowns. My Laura.
It's called something, isn't it?
Coulrophobia.
Europhobia.
Coulrophobia, I think it's called. Europhobia.
Europhobia. That's a good name for a child, isn't it? Phobia.
Phobia.
Phobia. Like Fabia, but different.
Phobia. Does the fabric glue work on paper, says Lois?
It will, but again, it comes down to the same thing. You want to use the product that's been created for that particular thing. So, I mean, it probably will, but that's not what it's made for.
I love the scarf from the Squirrel, says Faye, and Brenda says, Crafter's Companion has the best dies. My craft room's full of them. I tell you what, we are going to just pause this demo for a second. Stick no more. We'll come back. Stop. Half the stock of the Showstopper's gone. You don't need me to tell you. If it keeps going at this rate, it will then obviously be sold out by the end of the show because we are just under an hour in and we've got an hour to go, so you know what to do. Make sure you grab it. It's a brilliant price as well, $27.97 or $35.47 if you're platinum. And if you're just going for the dies on their own, you're under £20 if you're a platinum member. So very, very good value for money. And Rosalind Russell says, you just reminded me to order more heat erasable pens. Loads more on the show. Yeah, we've got the fabric plates if you need those for your G2. Also the 9x6 size of those too. We've got all your felt glue, erasable fabric pens and more. So check it out. If you have just joined us, hello and a very warm welcome. This is me on CTV. Whoop. It is our 5th anniversary, last live day of shows. We've got 3 hours left of live shows for you, an hour here, and then tonight, live at 5. We've got Friday Night Live. Come and join us for that show. Let's have a party. Let's finish it all off in style tonight. Obviously, on that show, we've got games, so we'll have the usual vouchers up for grabs. We'll also still be doing the, you know, more you comment, the more you win. So there'll be another £50, $50 voucher up for grabs. So there'll be 2 chances to win there, and a 3rd chance to win if you sent in pictures this week as well. Make sure you join us until the end of the show, where we've got your Friday Night Faves. If we feature your project that you sent us, then you'll win 100 bonus points. Also in the show tonight, Facebook versus YouTube. What will the game be? You'll have to tune in to find out. Price drops, again, some insane deals for you, loads of great demos, and of course on the show tonight, all the usual fun and entertainment, along with maybe 1 or 2 bloopers for you as well, to celebrate the fact that we are in our 5th anniversary. Also on that celebratory fact, check out the website. We've got those green stickered bundles for you. This new launch today has got freebies in it, and we're trying to give away £250,000 worth of free product. This bundle alone has got almost £24, over $30 worth of free product within it. We've got bonus points on bundles as well for you. And like I said, if you comment in the shows, we will be giving away another £50 during this show to someone to spend with us. We've already given away across this week over £400 we've given away in vouchers, another 50 to go in this show. Chat about anything you like, right? Fire in any questions you got for Becky. Holler up if you've never commented before. If this is your first Softer Side show, let us know. And we're also talking about, what do you eat? What do you snack on when you are crafting? Caviar for you, isn't it, Becky?
Probably not when I'm crafting. It could be a bit messy.
Yes.
Gentleman's relish,
Gentleman's relish.
which is anchovy paste that you put on your toast. I really like that. Yeah, I like that. It's delicious.
What is it? Anchovy paste?
Yeah. It's just yummy.
What, and you spread it on your toast?
Yeah. A bit of sourdough, bit of salted butter, a bit of anchovy on the top. Yum.
Does anybody else like...
But again, it's not craft. It's not food to eat in the craft room.
It's more little, I think, like
yeah,
maybe...
no, nibbly bits.
Peanuts.
Jelly tots.
Jelly tots?
Yeah.
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 Olives?
Those fizzy fish.
Oh, fizzy fish are nice,
Fizzy
yeah.
fish,
Fizzy
yeah.
fish. Ooh, anchovies. Anyway, let me take you through the bundle. There's loads of questions coming in, which is marvellous. This is what we like. The dies, though, you're going to get in this bundle. Now, you've got to be quick. I'm being serious now, serious face. You have to be quick if you want this, because over half the stock is gone. It is our showstopper. The dies that you're going to get as well are MultiCraft dies. You can tell the fact that they are MultiCraft, because if I just show you on the back of the packet there, they're a slightly different colour, more sort of like a rose gold colour than MultiCraft dies. So it means they will cut through multiple layers. It means they will cut through not just your fabric and felt, but also going to cut through all sorts of different materials as well, including paper and card. So if you are a paper crafter, you can jump in and grab these as well and use these on your projects. I like the suggestion that someone said earlier on of like cutting these out in felt and sticking them to your cards as well. But listen, you're going to get all the dies in there to be able to create our fabulous fox, Fabio.
Phobia.
You've then also got the ability to be able to create this amazing autumn squirrel, who I'm going to name Tarquin.
He's a bit of a nutter.
Hey! And then last, but by no means least, our beautiful hedgehog, who I am going to call Tabitha.
Tabitha.
Yes.
Tabitha,
Tarquin and Fabio. So you can get all of the dies on their own. But go for the showstopper, because if you go for the showstopper, we are going to include in the bundle your heat transfers. So you've got loads of different designs in there. You've got all of your letters of the alphabet, uppercase and lowercase. And then for free, within the bundle, worth over £23, over $30, we're giving you 16 sheets of the beautiful felt here, which of course you can use in conjunction with your characters. And you've also got your set of embroidery thread as well. So all of those fantastic threads in there that you're getting for absolutely nothing. But you're going to have to be quick, because we are super busy across that. $27.97 or $35.47. We are now stock-wise over half gone, so please go swiftly. Snacks-wise, Sensational Sky, not anchovies. Suzanne Dawn says yuck, yuck, and yuck. Oh dear, Becky. And Lily, I can hear her saying this in her voice. Give us tea and biscuits any day over that. tea and biscuits. It'd have to be Yorkshire tea as well for Lily.
Absolutely. No, I don't like any other kind of tea. I mean, I'll drink it, but under duress.
What bickies though would it be? Custard cream?
Are you dunking?
No.
Do you not dunk?
I never risk that.
Oh, do you not? I have a spoon ready.
No.
Or some chopsticks.
You
to
put
catch it.
Not with you. No.
I like a bourbon.
No, I can't bear bourbons.
Oh, why?
I must have told you this. I only found out probably about 3 or 4 years ago. As a kid, I used to hate. Well, I hate bourbons. I don't hate them. I don't like bourbons, but I did not like penguins, like penguin biscuits. I only found out recently that penguins are chocolate-covered bourbons, and that's the reason why.
What do you mean you only found out recently?
Like about 2 or 3 years ago.
How?
How?
How can you be an adult and not realise that it's a bourbon?
Yeah. Do you know me? I'm like 45, but I've got the mind of like a 9-year-old. Like.
I can't imagine any 9-year-olds don't know a penguin is a...
Do penguins even exist anymore?
I don't know.
Probably not.
I like a club biscuit.
Oh, if you like a lot of chocolate on your biscuit, join our club. Yeah.
But I like to dunk that.
No.
Yeah.
There's too much of a risk of getting crumbs or...
You've just got to make sure your tea's the right temperature.
It's too much to think about. Oh, no, everyone's joining in. No, sorry, we'll get back to the craft in a minute. Craig says, no, Tetley all the way, as far as that's our Craig.
Yorkshire tea.
Yorkshire or Tetley. What about Typhoon? Yes, Ben, it would have to be Yorkshire tea and dunking biscuits, says Lily. Chocolate digestives or hobnobs. Bourbons are also a great choice. Yeah, Lily. For me, custard creams, as I say, or I love the plain digestive as well. There you go, Craig. Bourbons are penguin biscuits. What? I know.
Craig, where have you been?
Newsflash. Let's get back to some crafting and I'll ask some questions as we go. What are we doing now? Oh, we're still making a squirrel, aren't we?
Becky, what are you doing?
What are you doing, Becky?
What are you doing? So what I'm doing at the moment is I'm making a mess. I've cut a couple of pieces of fabric and I haven't measured them, I've just cut them because these are going to be the ends of my zip. So I'm just folding the edges in like so. So what we're going to do is we're going to encapsulate the end of the zip in there, so it's nice and tidy. So I also want to do it around here as well, just to make it nice and trim. So we've got these 2 pieces that go over the side. It's nice and tidy. Like.
Whilst you're doing that, there's a few questions.
Yeah.
Someone's asked, can you use other plates, this is Brenda, other plates beside the fabric plates to cut felt or material?
Yes.
But?
I prefer to use this configuration for felt. And you can use this configuration for fabric as well. However, when you're going to cut fabric, when we think about cutting fabric with our builder blocks, you're wanting to cut multiple layers of fabric at any one time. And they're the same depth, the dies here, as the ones that you get in the builder blocks. But perhaps you want to cut 30 squares. So you want to use lots of pressure. Well, you're going to use lots of pressure because you're using lots and lots of layers of fabric. Now with the felt, you're only really going to use 2 layers at any one time. You're cutting shapes like this out. When I use felt, even if I'm cutting, multiple pieces of felt, this is the fabric configuration that I would use, the tape plate configuration. So your white plates, your metal shim that comes with your machine, not your fabric plates, and then your frosted plate over here.
Yeah.
And again, if you want to cut squares or triangles and you want to cut lots of them, you can do this configuration. Now, you will see, there's a lot of markings on here, and whilst it doesn't change the way the machine works, it doesn't make it not work, you will find you get a lot of marks like this. Now, if I grab a fabric plate, which there should be over here. Hello, where are you? Here we are. I've only got the big ones here. The fabric plates are metal again, but they are much, much thicker. These are really, really solid. One's A, one's B, one's slightly thinner than the other. They are a little bit flexible, but not like the other ones. This one is fairly flexible. Now, the idea being, Oh, thanks.
Got them on the show as well.
Thanks. They're nice clean ones. You will not get any, or you get very few marks. This one's being used a lot. As you can see, you've got a few marks on there, but they last longer because they're sturdier. And when you're going to be cutting multiple layers of fabric, those are the ones to go for. You can use your fabric plates when you're cutting felt. Just personally, I find these work better with felt. That's just my personal opinion. Thanks. Like magic hands. So we are going to, so just, even if you've not got a fabric plates, don't worry, you can absolutely cut fabric. And I think it's easier with felt, just use those ones. The next thing I'm going to use is zips on a roll. So zips on the roll, don't know if we've got them on the show, but they'll probably be on the website.
Yeah.
I'm just going to cut, you basically get 5 metres of zippage and 10 zip pulls. So you can just cut depending on the size that you want to use. Now I want to make my zip a little bit bigger than my bag. So I'm making sure I've got a zip pull in there, and then I'm just going to cut that there. I haven't got measurements for the bag. I just cut out some fabric basically. I'm just winging it.
I like it when you wing it. So Karen says, I have a few bag dies.
Yep.
Does the plate configuration matter since they are open-ended dies?
Now, it depends on what you're cutting. So if you're going to be cutting a bag die and you've already fused your interfacing and your wadding or your batting onto the bag, so say you're going to be making a structured bag, I would use the fabric plate configuration.
Right.
Because you're going through those big layers. That would be my personal opinion. If you're just going to be cutting out lining, it doesn't really matter. It doesn't matter at all.
Okay.
So I just want to hide away these little edges of the zip. So I'm going to pop that on there, and then we're going to fold that over and over again, and then fold that piece across there, and then stitch that. So I'm going to use a bit of glue, because I do love my textile glue, and I just think of it as another way of me having instead of using pins for things. Pins are in the way, why have I got it come out? If pins are in the way and you're finding it difficult to stitch with them, then it's better to use a little bit of fabric glue. That's my opinion. I'm going to trim that away there, so we get a nice finish. Like that, and then fold that one over there, and then fold that across here. And we've got that nice little edge. We can just stitch that together. So I'll run that through the machine.
Have I got any more questions for you? There's lots of chat about tea and biscuits. My goodness me. I placed an order for the Showstopper, says Deborah Fries. I will give SoftCraft a go.
Yes, good.
That must be music to your ears over there.
Yeah, I love it when I hear people go, oh, I'm going to give this a go.
We need more soft crafters, please. So yes, come on, paper crafters, jump in, take advantage and give it a go. Hadassah, we will, after this demo, Hadassah's just asking to see that wreath
that
you showed.
That wreath is beautiful, isn't it?
We will certainly
really
look
good.
at that again before the end of the show. And on the subject of snacks, we're talking about snacks in this show. What do you snack on when you're crafting? Lois says, I don't snack whilst I craft, but I do like chips, cake, and all the not so good stuff for you. My favourite is Hershey chocolate bars with almonds.
Ooh.
And a peanut butter cup, all in the mini sizes.
Oh.
I don't think I've ever had a Hershey. Do we do Hershey bars over here? I think we do we?
I don't think I've had the one with almonds. Is it almonds, you said?
Yeah.
Almonds, you say?
Almonds, you say? Yeah.
I do like an almond.
You do?
Yeah, or an almond, depending on your persuasion. My daughter calls them an almond.
The only almond I really like, Mark Almond.
Tainted love. Didn't he say he's not performing that song anymore?
Oh, I don't know.
It was in the news.
No.
Yeah, he said he's not going to perform that anymore.
I don't understand that. Like singers who become so popular off, like,
Well,
popular
Prince
songs.
did that, didn't he? Prince stopped singing his.
I just don't get
his
that.
big. No, but I think that's
what
when
people go and
fall
wanna
in love
sing,
with you.
isn't it?
Yeah, exactly. But can you name any other Mark Harmon songs?
Oh, something. Oh no, yeah, he did a cover of Gene Pitney's "Something's Got a Hold of My Heart," didn't he?
Oh.
Something's got a hold
I like
of
that
my
song.
heart. Say hello, wave goodbye. Johnny said.
Sailors wave goodbye.
Say hello, wave goodbye. Not sailors. Sailors wave goodbye.
Right. 2 outside pieces of fabric. And then I've got 2 pieces of lining fabric and I've got my zip. So now we're going to put them together. So we want to do, hold on a minute, let me try and get this right the right way. Zip facing down. Is that right? Hold on. I can never remember which way around I'm doing this. This one facing down. Is that right?
Karen's thanking you for the plate explanation. And Amani says, I'm on the website, can't believe the deals, especially the builder block. I was recommended the fabric plate and builder blocks. The sales are amazing. Yeah, we'll show you the builder blocks shortly, but there are incredible deals on the builder blocks. 70% off if you want to, well, get involved in the system, which is all about your, you know, cutting with precision, cutting with versatility and accuracy as well. And Basmith says, I've been doing soft craft since I was a child, so Softer Side is always a favourite show.
Oh, good. I'm glad. I'm just making sure I'm getting this round the right way, which is a good thing because I haven't.
Oh.
Just make sure. So I want that facing up, this facing down.
60% of the showstoppers now gone, Becky.
Wow.
Yeah, it's
That's
going nuts.
impressive. Oh, you've been a prickly customer today.
Oh! Think of something else quick, Ben. Think.
So if, like me, you can't remember which way round you're supposed to be doing things,
Yeah.
just pin them. So what you want to do is you want to have your outside piece facing upwards,
Yeah.
your zip facing down, then your fabric for your lining facing down. And we're going to pin those together, or you can glue them if you want to save time and you don't want to fiddle around with pins. We're going to just put those together, and then we're going to stitch using a zipper foot on our sewing machine, so we can sew nice and close to that zipper. And then we're going to top stitch it. We're going to fold it over, and we're going to do it the other way around as well. We can make a little bag.
If you want to outfox all the other viewers, make sure you check out now and squirrel away your deal.
Oh, Ben.
Yeah? Oh my, says Hadassah. I'm getting hungry. I mean, I don't even know what this is, but please let me know. I'm going to go and grab a shortbread, I know what that is, and a snickerdoodle cookie.
Oh.
And a cup of chai.
Is it snickerdoodle? A what?
Cup of chai.
Cup of chai.
Yeah.
That's in a snickerdoodle one with peanut butter.
I'd have no idea. I mean, a Snickers is peanuts, isn't it?
Yeah.
Snickerdoodle. Snickerdoodle dandy. Oh, it's what? It's a cookie rolled in cinnamon sugar, apparently. Oh, I like your nails.
What?
I like your nails.
Thanks. They're oranges.
Yes.
No, but they've got a little orange on them.
Ah. I just thought they were all, yeah, that's what I thought, Johnny. Autumnal colours is what I
No,
thought.
I didn't. No, when they said, did you want some sort of darker colours? I was like, no, it's still summer. And they were like, you sure? And I was like, yes, still summer. It's still, no.
There's some warmer temperatures coming next week.
Are there?
21 degrees.
Oh.
I had to scrape a thin layer of ice off my car this morning. It was that
Really?
cold. Yeah.
It was glorious this morning. I didn't even wear a coat when I came in.
Really?
Yeah, it's low, yeah.
It's 1 degree at 6:15. Question for Becky, says Cindy Condy.
Yeah.
What do you use Textile Glue Plus for?
Textile Glue Plus? Where's that?
I've no idea.
I've not seen Textile Glue Plus.
Ah.
Is that what have they renamed the textile glue? I don't know.
Ah.
Is there maybe for thicker, more hard duty fabrics? Maybe I don't know. I'm not sure.
Oh,
I'm
you've
flummoxed
stumped
by
us
that.
there. I'm just trying to find it on our website now. Textile Glue Plus.
Maybe it's just what they've glued it. It's got to be for upholstery, surely. Got to be, isn't that bad that there's there's a product I didn't know?
There's plenty of products I don't know about. Shouldn't worry about it. Textile Glue Plus. Here we go. Let's have a look. I was clicking on product information and nothing comes up.
Well, I just assume if it's a plus, it's because it's for fixing things. Maybe it works for canvas.
Okay.
Maybe something like that. I don't know. We will look into it for you.
Yeah, we certainly will. Good question.
Yeah, well done for finding it.
Yeah.
And why haven't I got any? Is what
Well,
I
exactly
want to
right.
know. Yeah. So I've just stitched across there, and I want to top stitch on here as well. And I'm trying to avoid ironing on here because it is acrylic and it will burn if you're not careful. So if you do need to iron over it, use a cloth, a pressing cloth.
Can be used on textile, wood, felt, hems, paper and cardboard,
Oh, so it can be used for everything.
and hobby and household.
Oh.
Transparent, washable solvent.
Oh, so it's a solvent glue as opposed to a water-based glue.
Yeah.
Okay, there you
Okay.
go. That'll be it then. Right.
Excellent news. Well, at least we found out.
Oops. Just going to move that zip out the way. So put that there. And back and forth at the end. So we've got that one, and I know I'm using brightly coloured thread, and that's deliberate, so you can actually see what I'm doing. So we've got that bit there, and then we're going to do the same on the other side. So we've got our two pieces here. So I want that facing up, that facing down, that there, and then that piece facing down as well. And just to check that will all work out, that's fine, and then that will be okay. And then put that through there. So I have, as I said, I haven't measured my pieces of fabric. I just roughly cut them. So I might need to do a little bit of trimming.
Yeah.
But it doesn't matter. We can do that. It's not a problem.
Are we going to get time to do all of them today then? So do you
Oh,
reckon
I
we'll
have to be really quick. I think what I'll do is I'll just stitch this bit here, and then I'll go to the papercraft one so you can see
nice.
using that.
Yeah.
But then you'll be able to see how we do the rest of this bag. And you've seen me make bags before. So
Yeah.
it's just the same sort of thing. Yeah, 'cause the time goes very quickly, doesn't it?
It's flown over actually, to be fair. We've only got just over half an hour to go. Yeah, as I say, join us tonight, Friday Night Live. This is a great show to comment in though. If you haven't yet commented, get a comment in. We've got to give £50 away at the end of the show. £50 or dollars to somebody to spend with us. Why not let that person be you? Just send us a little comment. Say, hello, I'm watching Softer Side for the first time, or I'm a new viewer. Or just say, hello, I'm so-and-so watching from such and such a place. Your comment could win you 50 to spend with us. What would you spend it on as well? If you win, let us know in the comments. You could get, with the price drops that we've done today, 70% off builder blocks, a couple of the builder blocks.
Really? 70% off?
Yeah, it's crazy,
And they are, if you've wanted to do a bit of patchwork and you've never really been brave enough, they are absolute game changer. I make quilts now I would only have dreamt about making before.
2/3 of the stock of the Showstopper now gone. You're going to have to be super duper quick on that. It's going up with the minutes that pass. If it keeps going at this rate, it will be gone. You'll be waiting to check out at the end of the show and you could miss out. So if you want it, make sure you grab it. And it's a real great bundle as well, isn't it? A lot of people saying they're going to have a go at soft crafting. A few people saying they're going to take it back up again. Everything you need in that bundle, really. So if you were thinking about just getting the dies, why not just get the Showstopper? And then if you are a paper crafter, you've got all the dies to craft with, but then you've got all the other bits and pieces there too, so that you can try out your soft crafting. But go quick if you want that Showstopper, because we are really down to the final few chances to grab that. Very, very busy across the board.
Right, I'm not going to have time to finish it off, but you can see here I've put together the little bag. Now all I need to do is I've put my lining on either side. All I need to do is give it a bit of a trim and then open the zip like that, and then put the right sides of the outside together and the lining together, and then stitch all the way around, but leave a gap here, and then turn it inside out, or the right way round, and then you will have that little zipper bag with your squirrel on it. If I get a chance to finish it off in the break, I will do.
Blooming marvellous. We're going to have a quick break in a minute to give you time to check out, but let's have a look at these builder blocks, because the deal on these have been absolutely blooming unbelievable. We'll get the details up. Where do you want to start? Which one do we want to go with? What? Oh, Eastham. Oh, that's Hang on. Easton. Oh, don't scream and shout. That's now sold out. Geometric arrows. So this is your first builder block. This was what, right, this is, I haven't done this for ages, limited stock. There's green on the screen, which means...
It soon won't be seen.
Yes. Yes. It is the Karen Lewis builder block textiles. I mean, £8.39 or £9.58 is the price on this. It's a set of 6 multimedia dies. You've got the ability here to be able to make the patterns that you're seeing on the front. It's a 3-in-1, so you can obviously make the quilt design, you can make the cushion cover, that little apron you've got there as well. Yeah. And all the details are included. I think, when did these launch? Maybe 2-3 years ago?
Yeah.
Something like that?
Yeah, so Karen Lewis, who put those designs together, is a very sort of well-known patchwork designer, and she created them exclusively for us. And they have been really, really popular. And they come out with a block about 12.5 inches square.
And just to go through again, obviously, you know, these are going to save you time. They're going to give you the accuracy that you want as well. Can I, if I look at this price today, right? I'm thinking, okay, well, I'm going to buy multiples of these. So would this builder block collection work with the other builder blocks that we're going through?
It will. You might need to give it a bit of a trim, or because they're 12.5 inches, the other build blocks, the largest size they go up to is 12 inches. So what you can do is you could do a block from the other builder blocks and then just put a little bit of board around it just to make up that extra half an inch.
Try them out today. I mean, you're saving $24.50 or $27.97. Again, you can see quite easily why we get to this number by the end of the week when we're giving away £25, $28 worth of product. Next up is the bay leaf. So this again is going to allow you to make 6, 8, 9 and 12-inch blocks, all about the time saving, all about the accuracy. And again, just try these out, particularly if you are a soft crafted. If you've never tried them, it always sticks in my mind when Becky talked about it. It's probably a year ago now, I don't know, it feels like it was a few months ago, but you were talking, I think you'd gone in to buy some fabric from somewhere and you were chatting to someone you know, in the world of sewing who'd never heard of these, and then when you were describing them to them, they were like, what?
And it really is a game changer, because to be able to cut out curves and to have them match is really difficult to do it by hand. It's a hell of a job, really, to be honest. Being able to cut them with your accuracy with the Gemini and cut those multiple layers, it means you can create something like that in the fraction of the time.
It's all of these different designs that you can make, as I say, in different size blocks. You would normally pay £60 for this, or $90. It is a fraction of the price today, 70% off. Try it. Absolutely jump in and grab it. Next up is the Drunkard's Path. We are limited stock on this one as well. Very, very popular. Once again, make your different size blocks. If I flip that around, you can see all of the different blocks that you can create with this. If you're after fabric as well, by the way, we do have some fantastic fabric deals on the web, up to 50% off. So add some fabric into your basket along with these. $14.39 or $21.58 is the price. Next up, I think one of my favourite named builder blocks, Rob Peter to Pay Paul. Again, make your 6, 8, 9 and 12-inch blocks. Again, it's all about the time saving. It's all about the accuracy. It's all about getting you into this part of the process first, rather than all the measuring and the faff that you might have to go through. It's quick, it's easy, it's accurate. That's the whole point of the builder block system here. And I mean, today, if you're a platinum member today, you can pick up 4 of these for the price you would normally pay for one. That hammers it home, doesn't it? It really does. $14.39 or $21.58. The next builder block to try, always a popular one, is the Winding Ways. Again, those are your block sizes. Those are the sort of designs. And again, you get all of the multimedia dies in there, all of the instruction too. So you get your booklet to take you through you know, all of the different ways to be able to create those different blocks. So again, pop that in your basket. It is a fraction of the price today at $14.39 or $21.58. And lastly, is your alphabet and numbers? Yes. I mean, again, how great to be able to personalise projects. That should be 70 quid or $90. It is $16.79 or $21.58. An absolute must-have, and you can create again in 6 to 12-inch sizes. Take advice. And again, here's the thing. Even if you're not into your soft craft, maybe you know someone who is, or maybe you're watching or shopping for a partner, unbelievable Christmas gifts. I'll say it now because we're in the middle of September. Think about grabbing these now, getting them for Christmas and squirreling them away. I didn't even mean to do that. We will say hello to a few people in just a few moments' time and read out some of your comments because they're flying in thick and fast. And when we come back, we will also have a look at one final demo. If you get in the Showstopper, quick as you can because it's flying. We'll meet you back here at 4 minutes' time.
I like to get up, chill, relax, get a cup of tea, then get myself sorted. And if I'm presenter, I'll write all my notes. If I'm the demonstrator, I'll get my prep out, have another look at it, make sure that everything is the way it needs to be for the show, do the show. Then what I'll do is I'll grab something to eat. Then have another look at the sheets again, making sure the next show's all good to go. Then we do that show, tidy. I always like to make sure that the area is nice and tidy, either for myself the next day or whoever's in. Jump in the car, head home. I will quickly unpack what I need to unpack and then I get on that sofa as quick as I can. As soon as we go live, I love that within our live shows, I always get the butterflies. As soon as we get that countdown in our ear that we're just going live, butterflies kick in and within about 10-15 seconds, I'm going. Butterflies have gone and we just enjoy the show. Early riser. Oh, shower in the morning. Tea. Oh, savoury breakfast. Masterclass. My mobile phone. Oh, anything with chicken. Currently, it is the weekend, Blinding Light, and it has been for about a couple of years, and I still love it. Apart from jumping in the car, chilling on the sofa, watching TV.
Day to day looks like, on a normal day when I'm working from home, get up, breakfast, quick phone call with my daughter, and then I'm up in the craft room and I spend all my time in the craft room. If it's spending a day with the grandkids, that's it. That's my best part of the day, just spending time with family and those gorgeous little grandkids of mine. The best part of the day when I'm at work is when I go on air, because I absolutely love it. Both. I prefer a shower in the morning. I feel fresher. I feel that I can tackle my day. However, depending on how that day's been, I also would have a double shower, so I'd have one in the morning and one at night too. Absolutely, 100% coffee. Will always be coffee, and flavoured coffee is my favourite at the moment. Dare I say, it's a full English breakfast. The works, the beans, the tomatoes, the bacon, the sausage, and everything else that goes with a traditional English breakfast. Craft along. Every day of the week. I absolutely love going through the stages from the start of a project to the end of a project. So craft along is definitely my favourite choice. I can't leave without my lipstick. It's a given thing. I once didn't have a lipstick on me and Leanne helped me out that day. Kick off the shoes, sit down for a couple of minutes, just gather my thoughts and then grab my tea.
Bubbles, etc. says, my first time watching the softer side. Welcome, Bubbles. Welcome to the softer side. That was a terrible impression. PB says, I just adore this little squirrel zipper bag. And Ruth says, Ben, I've just squirreled away my treasure trove, all in bright, edgeable and autumn dies, Showstopper, and botanic garden and holographic paper pads. Nice. Peggy says, I've thought about getting back into quilting, love the builder block. Well, if you've thought about it, think no more. Today is the day to buy these builder blocks. Glad they are being shown, says Imani. I've heard so much about them. And cute idea, says Deborah, making that bag. Becky, can you be shipped with my products? You can show me how to sew.
I think I'm going to be excess weight at the post office.
Okay.
But if you're in London, then let me know.
These builder blocks are a must if you quilt, says Rosalind, and I want to start quilting when I retire, Sandy said. So we'll get these so that you've got them for when you retire, and you'll thank us later because the prices on them are insane. And Amanda says, Ben, can I just say that whilst I'm being injured and not being able to cut out fabric, I've been using my builder blocks and I'm making my first quilt. They save so much time and they always make everything simple. A couple of builder block questions before we move on.
Yep.
Imani says, are they all multimedia dies, the builder blocks?
Yes.
And Carol G says, do the builder blocks give you the quantities of material you need?
So in there, sorry, cutting a bit of paper, inside the builder block packs, there's a little guidebook, a little recipe book, which shows you how many of each thing you need to cut out. So it doesn't actually give you how much of each fabric you're going to need, but you'll be able to work it out from looking at them. One of the other things that you need to think about is the grain line on fabric. So just trying to find a bit of fabric here. So the grain line, I've talked about this before, but if you're new, you might not know, is to do with how the fabric is formed. So the fabric is basically lots of straight pieces of thread, and then which is called the warp. And then you have the weft, which goes in and out of those pieces, if you see things on a loom. What you want to do is there's a line with the builder blocks in the little booklet with an arrow on it, and that shows you which way they want the grain line to go. Now the grain line is that having that straight up, that warp going upwards. Now you can tell that by looking at a piece of fabric, and you might have that little edge here, which is called the salvage edge. This is the bit that's attached to the loom, and this is where the fabric goes in and out. So holding the fabric like this, it means the grain line is going straight up. If you want to have cut something, it's to do with how it stretches. Now, if you haven't got that and you don't know, you've just grabbed a piece of fabric, you can tell by giving it a pull. So if you pull it this way, there's not a lot of give. But if you pull it this way, there's loads more give.
Yeah.
And that's how you can tell, because these bits of thread have been woven in, so there's a little bit more elastic in them, whereas these ones are just straight up and down. So that's how you can tell. So that is something that you have to look at when you're planning your piece of fabric and planning how much fabric you're actually going to need to take into account. So if you've got a shape that's like a petal, you might want to think, oh, I'm going to put the petal like that. Well, that's not the right way of putting it. You want it at an angle like this. And it will show you that in the builder block. So it won't tell you how much fabric you'll need for each of those designs, but it will give you an idea as to how many pieces you'll need, and then you can work it out from there.
Excellent. And if you're after fabric as well, don't forget we've got up to 50% off selected fabrics on the show as well. So do dive in and grab those. As far as the Showstopper is concerned, you are going to have to be very quick. 3/4 of the stock is gone. Before we get into a demo, read my mind over there. Shall we look at some finished samples? And this wreath, a few people were asking to see again. It's super cute.
This is lovely. Now, I'm really sorry because my dress is very busy, so you can't quite see very well if we go like that. It looks really cool. So these have been cut out of felt twice. So you've got, if I turn it around the other way, you can see you've got another piece here, and they've been stitched together with blanket stitch and then stuffed with some wadding or a cotton wool, something like that. So they're nice and puffy.
Yeah.
And they're just really cute. You can see you've got multiple leaves on there. Nice ribbon. It's one of those wire wreaths, just with some green Hessian ribbon wrapped around them. So it is absolutely beautiful. But again, you can do this with all of those different things. You can make them into actually little puppets or almost like toys, just by stitching two sides to them. Gorgeous.
Really cute. Yeah. Last chance to do. We've got 20 minutes left, if that. Comment away if you want to win £50 or $50 to spend. We'll be doing that giveaway towards the end of the show. Anything you want to chat about, anything you want to ask, feel free to fire it in, but do be quick. Remember, the more you comment, the more chance you have got of winning. What can we do in the last 20 minutes then?
I'm going to really quickly do papercraft one.
Oh, yes.
So I've already cut out my card that I'm going to be using. So I'm going to do Foxy.
Yeah.
Because we haven't done Foxy yet. And I've got some linen cardstock. So I've just gone scrabbling around to see what I can find. So I'll pop those on there. And again, like I say, I'm always really heavy-handed with my tape. And I know the other craft experts don't always tape things together, but I'm too much of a ditzy person, I would call me, not to tape everything down.
Yeah.
And I'm just paranoid, especially with, you don't want to have these dies and then find that you have ruined them because they've slipped.
Yeah.
You want to try and avoid that. Now I did cut a little piece of card, which I've now lost. Where are you? There it is. I'm going to do that with a few flowers. Now these ones have got, this fox is a little bit fiddly because actually you've got to cut out his ears.
The fiddly fox.
Then you've got to cut out a few, and his toes as well, because you want his feet to be a different colour if you're going to follow the directions.
Is that cardstock top right? It looks like fabric.
No, it's cardstock,
Ah.
linen cardstock.
No, the pattern one.
Yeah, it's cardstock.
Oh.
Yeah, it's all cardstock. I had to check that.
Oh, sorry.
You made me doubt myself.
Sorry.
Right, so we're going to use the normal configuration for papercraft. So our frosted shim, our magnetic shim, and then our white paper plate.
80% of the stock has gone of the Showstopper. You're going to have to be quick. It's going to sell out. It's literally ticking away as fast as the seconds are going. So quick as you can. 20% left, 20 minutes left on the show. Before we go as well, remind me, can we have a look at that toolkit as well with you? Because Ruth wants to see it. She says the snap toolkit. I'm not sure if I've... Oh, I've got the eyelet one. I haven't got the snap toolkit.
We haven't, I don't think, snap fastener. We haven't had...
Yeah, we've got it on the show.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I haven't even seen that.
Yeah. Ruth
Oh,
will
how
try and grab it.
exciting. I love it when there's something new I haven't seen for a while.
Yeah. We've had quite a lot of stuff come back in stock recently.
Yeah.
Like those brushes as well, the blending brushes. They're back.
The what brushes?
The soft blending brushes.
Oh, missed out on those last time. I have to get hold
They're
of
in
those.
now.
Brilliant. I have to be quick.
Yeah, you will.
Now just, do you know, I'm not going to worry about doing his feet because I'm conscious of the time. He's
Okay.
going to be footless and fancy free.
Footloose.
Does anyone know the actual words to that song? Footloose, something like that.
Jack, get back.
It sounds like blind date what he's saying. Oh, I used to like that. We used to watch Gladiator.
Yeah,
And
got
then
it,
Blind Date. Oh, that's
hey,
good. Baywatch.
Baywatch first.
Slow-mo.
Yeah. Then Gladiators, then Blind Date. Blind Date. Oh, the Generation game, I was always watching that. Oh, my love. Stars in their eyes.
Right.
What was I going to say? Strictly starts tomorrow, doesn't it?
Oh, does it?
Yeah, you
I
know
don't know who's in it this
nearly
year.
Christmas when. They're pairing up tomorrow.
Who's in it this year?
There is in it, there's Paul Merson, the footballer.
Paul
Paul
Merton, did you say?
Paul Merson, not
Oh,
Merton.
I don't know who that is.
There's the Shane Ward from the X Factor.
Oh, yeah?
That's my goal. He was in Emmerdale as well. There's the Go Compare guy. Go Compare! Evan.
Do you say goat and pear?
Goat what?
Goat and pear.
No. Go Compare!
My friend's daughter, and she's probably 18 now, and I remember her mum popping it on Facebook. She said, Mummy, I want to watch the Coke and Pear show. Coke and Pear. And she was like, what were you talking about? She meant Go Compare, but she was only little. She called it Coke and Pear.
Oh.
Coke and Pear.
Sarah, she called Sarah Hadland, the lady from Miranda, the blonde lady who runs the shop.
The one
Toya's in it.
Toya?
Yeah.
I didn't
Who else is in it?
know didn't she start gardening?
I don't know, did she?
So blind comedian. Well,
Chris.
oh, okay. That's going to be a real
Interesting.
challenge, isn't it?
Who else is in it? Is that what he said? In his own words, he says he's the only contestant who had never seen the show. And then and then the presenter said, just to clarify, he's blind. And apparently this comedian said, yes, I am blind. I'm not arrogant.
That's brilliant. All right, I'm going to cut one more of these
Yeah.
to do the rest of his face. Where's my tape gone? There it is. Well, there's quite a few people on there.
It's a good lineup this year, to be fair.
I accidentally, well, not accidentally, I watched Too Hot to Handle, which is like a trashy version of Love Island.
Ah.
And because
Did you really accidentally watch it?
my cousin's ex was on it, and she was what they call a grenade. So she goes in there once people have coupled up because basically there's an amount of money, and they get fined each time they do something they shouldn't, and she was there to ensure that the money sort of depleted. And she was only in there for about an hour and a half, and they absolutely hated her.
Really?
And she stayed there for longer, but immediately they were not happy about this girl coming in. But she is very beautiful. So if you're watching,
What's it called?
Too Hot to Handle. Too Hot to Handle. Right, now I'm going to do a 10-fold card. And then I'm going to go and put those together. Yeah, that was really apropos of nothing, wasn't it?
What?
Apropos of nothing.
Apropos, yeah.
Yeah.
It's like Laura does that sometimes when we don't watch Love Island in our house. I mean, I would actually rather, I don't know what I'd rather do, like watch paint dry. But sometimes I'll catch Laura like just watching it. Oh, you're watching Love Island? Oh no, I'm just like just sort of watching out of curiosity. Yeah, just having a quick look. Oh, it's terrible. It's terrible. But 20 minutes later, she's still watching it.
I mean, these things are. They're quite entertaining. I mean, I watched it because there was someone on it that I knew.
Yeah.
And my cousin came over. So my cousin's son has just been signed to a football team that's near us.
Oh yeah.
And Brentford.
Oh.
Like under 15s and under 18s.
All right.
And so she was coming over to see us. And I said, "Oh, have you seen Too Hot to Handle?" And we started watching it. And before we knew it, we'd eaten a whole packet of crisps and some small geezers. And we were like 4 or 5 episodes in.
Wow.
It's one of those things.
Do you know what I started watching last night off the recommendation of Jake, and I'm hooked on it, and I'm 16 years behind everyone else?
Yeah.
Breaking Bad.
You see, I couldn't get into it. I've tried.
I'm hooked.
What episode are you on?
I watched the first 2.
Oh, okay. So I got less interested in episode 4.
Oh, really?
And I stopped watching it then.
Oh no, don't say that.
And I've not got back into it, but I know everyone else loves it.
9.5 rated on IMDb.
Really?
Yeah, out of 10, that is unbelievable.
I need some glue that's not empty. So I put something, a little bit of interest there, and then we're going to pop our Foxy over here. But I thought he probably needed a little bit of inking around his edges.
Yeah.
We all need a little bit of inking around our
We
edges.
all need a bit of inking around the edges. Lots of love for this fox, by the way. And Shaz says, Ben, did you know it's National Blame Someone Else Day today?
Oh.
And she says, I blame Crafter's Companion for having no money in the bank.
Oh, yeah, Friday the 13th, we're just being reminded.
Yeah. I don't really talk about that too much, because I know some people are quite funny about that, aren't they? Yeah, so I don't tend to bring it. A few people get freaked out about it, so I don't really talk about it too much.
Are you superstitious?
No.
I like deliberately walk underneath ladders.
Yeah.
I tried to walk underneath the ladder there, but I got stuck.
What, and then walked into the shelf?
Yeah, we have a very small step ladder in the studio, and it's only about that big. Yeah.
My Laura always does a little salute to the magpie.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, always.
I count my magpies.
Huh?
I count my magpies.
Do you?
Yeah, to see if I'm going to get a wish or something better. But the reason it's unlucky, isn't it, that when you only see one is because they hunt in pairs. So if there's only one around, that means that their mate has died.
It's unlucky for the. So it's unlucky for the other magpie then.
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, that's a shame.
That's how it's supposed to be. Something like that, anyway. Okay, now we're going to pop the fox. Now I haven't got a sentiment. I suddenly realised just before we came on air that I didn't have a sentiment. So you just have to put your own sentiment on there. I'll put that here. A bit of glue here. Oh, I'm putting too much glue now. There was too little before, and now there's too much.
I've just had notification as well of our winner for this hour.
Oh.
Someone who's watching right now has won £50 or $50 to swim with us. Well done, Lily Fletcher! No, it isn't Lily, by the way, just in case you're wondering. See the emails coming in now. I can't believe you gave away £50 to one of your own members of staff. It's not Lily. It's Craig Laird! No, it isn't.
Is it me?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, you and I share it, Becky. We'll go and buy some pork pies and caviar for lunch. And some glue.
I don't know whether we'll be able to buy that from Crafter's Companion website. There's many other things there.
No pork pies or caviar,
No.
but definitely some textile glue plus, as we found out today in the show. We could. Yes, that's a good point. Actually, we could trade our voucher with Christina in the cafe for I don't know what's on today. Cookies and school cake and probably jacket potatoes.
Oh yeah, she has. There's only one piece of cake left, though, isn't there? Yeah, and I doubt that it's there anymore. Right, I'm going to get a pen.
Lily's just message saying you got my hopes up there, Ben. Sorry, sorry. Oops.
Oh,
dear.
poor Lily.
Can you imagine? Just to say as well, as we've finished off this cute little project, we're back tonight, live at 5 with Friday Night Live. More games, more fun.
More frolics.
More frolics.
I didn't bring my tap shoes.
Oh yeah, you were going to do some tapping tonight,
I think
weren't you?
we should organise that for the next time I come in.
Yeah.
Basically, we haven't got a lot of time to rehearse.
No, it's a good point actually. Maybe for next time. When are you next in on a Friday? Do you know?
Next week when you're not here.
Oh, that's no good. Well,
It'd be
don't
me
bring
and
him in
Leanne
then.
doing tap dancing.
Don't bring him in then.
No, I won't.
No.
No.
Also tonight, a game which, yes, we are definitely hoping is a little bit easier.
Oh,
than
they've been
last
really
week.
hard, and
Yeah.
I've lost a lot. I don't think I've won for ages, and I don't like not winning.
Well, here's the
At
thing.
all.
Here's a challenge for you.
Yeah.
I'm unbeaten on Friday Night Live.
Pardon, you're unbeaten?
Unbeaten, yeah.
That doesn't seem very fair.
So when you pick a side tonight, everybody, come over to Team Facebook. I've got the track record.
Yeah, don't come to me because I've got the track record of losing badly all the time. What is it going to be?
I don't know. Genuinely don't know what the game is tonight. I'm imagining it's probably something. It must be something to do with the 5th anniversary, surely.
Or maybe it's what anniversary, like first anniversary is paper, isn't it?
Yeah.
Or cotton or something like that. Maybe it's something like that.
Oh, it's Crafty Recall, whatever that is. I don't even know what that is. I don't recall what that's all about.
I don't like anagrams. I find them really difficult.
It was hard last week, to be
it's
fair. We needed all the clues. All the clues.
I think they've been really hard the last couple, because I've done a few with Lily, and Lily has absolutely wiped the floor with me.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Mind you, Lily's competitive as well, though, isn't she?
Yeah, we both are.
Yeah.
Which is not very good, because we both get quite annoyed when we don't win.
Not as competitive as Robinson, though.
Why?
Ooh, she's just really competitive.
Is she really competitive? I
Really
didn't know that.
competitive. Yeah, pretend she doesn't care, but she is.
I did not know that.
Um,
Right. There we go. Well, very quick, but cute little... you can use them for your soft craft, paper craft. That is the beauty of having those multimedia dies.
Very, very cute. Yes, says Cindy Condy, a £50 tip for the two of you is well deserved. Cindy, if you could just send that through to dirtmanagement@crafterscompanion.co.uk, that would be brilliant. Lily says, Ben, please can I point out I'm also unbeaten on Friday Night Live. Becky will tell you. But at some point, if my unbeaten streak, we've got to meet.
Maybe you're going to have to go against Lily.
Yeah.
It's going to be the clash of the titans.
When an immovable, what is it? When an immovable object meets a, no, what is it?
I've got no idea. Unstoppable force versus a immovable object?
Yeah, that's what it will be.
Yeah.
When two worlds collide, the mega powers, Ben versus Lily. I'll lose tonight, so it won't make any difference. We have literally got a handful of these left. It is super duper limited stock. There's green on the screen, which means
it soon won't be seen.
yes. We've got a handful. You've been buying them in your droves. So do you want to know the actual amount? I'll tell you. There's 8 left.
Is that all?
Yes. They've
Be
absolutely
quick.
flown. Yeah, you've bought these in your droves across the show. As I say, it's a combination of paper crafters and soft crafters all scrummaging for...
Scrummaging.
yeah.
I like that word.
Scrummaging. Scrummaging for the deals, and now we've only got 8 left. 7 left now. Quick as you can. Look, get these. All of these fantastic multimedia dies. And as I say, use them on your felt, use them on your materials, use them on your paper craft, all the different things you can cut with these. Cut through multiple layers for you too. And how super cute. I love the idea of just using the felt that you've got within the bundle and creating some fun projects with the kids. You've got cute little Tabitha Hedgehog. Then you've got our friend Tarquin the Squirrel. And last but by no means least,
Fabio.
oh yes, Fabio.
Fabio, darling.
Fabio, darling, our beautiful fox. So all of those dies are included. Then you're going to get the transfer sheets as well. So you get 6 of those included within the bundle, and then you basically stop paying because on top of all of that, we give you all of your felt. That is 16 sheets of felt, 24 by 22 in size centimetres. All the colours of the rainbow, so you can cut out all your bits and pieces from the dies there to create your characters. And then you've also got your embroidery thread in there as well. That's free within the bundle. So as you can see on the screen, it's like we're giving you almost £24, over $30 worth of free stuff. But only for the next, I think, 6 people now. Very, very quick you're going to have to be if you want that showstopper. So cute, says Suzanne. Becky, I love the card. Let's do the winner. The winner today... it's someone who's crafty, apparently.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'd hope so.
And someone whose name is Sue.
Oh.
Crafty Sue!
Yay! Congratulations.
Well done, Crafty Sue. You've won £50 or dollars to spend with us. Message us, ctvprizes@crafterscompanion.co.uk, and we will get that voucher to you. And we'll be giving away our final voucher, £50 or $50, in the show tonight. Come join us tonight. Let's make it the busiest Friday night live show in the world ever, because we'll have that £50 voucher to give away. We've got the crafty game where we'll be giving away another 5 £10 vouchers to spend with us. So tonight we're going to be giving away £100, aren't we, on the show, which is incredible, really. We've also got 500 bonus points to give away on our Friday night faves. We've got low prices as far as all the deals are concerned. Best deals from the week. We've got our deal of the day as well, which I think you're going to absolutely love. And we've also got your price drops, plus loads of fun and games, probably a few gags, and some bloopers thrown in for good measure as well. So all of that to come tonight, live at 5. Becky, thank you so much. It's been a wonderful show. You enjoyed it?
I love working with you.
Oh,
You're
you.
my favourite.
Good job, really, isn't it?
Yeah.
Seeing as I'm here most of the time. And later on tonight, are we going to be doing a mixture again of demos?
No, I think they're mostly going to be papercraft.
Are they?
This evening. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. I might even change my dress.
You about what?
I might even change my dress.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, something glittery.
Ah, I've only got this, so...
Oh, have you?
Yeah, I've not gone,
Oh.
you know...
Oh.
Unless I've got some Christmas suits in the cupboard. I think.
Yeah, put a Christmas suit on.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll do that. Thanks so much for watching, everybody. If you want the showstopper, I think we've got about 4 left. It's first come, first serve, fastest fingers first. And thanks for watching. Becky and I will see you back here tonight at 5 for Friday Night Live. Until then, bye for now.